Okay, so we are back and ready to do our practice with adding numbers on a number line. So I am going to hit practice so we can get started with this together.
Yeah, it's practice time.
Collect all 3 stars to finish the practice round.
Get ready to practice adding 10s and 1s on a number line. Let's find 44 plus 23. We'll start at 44 and add on the 10s and 1s from 23. First, make a jump to add the 10s. Enter the number you are jumping.
Okay, so we are starting with 44 on our number line right here. We always start with that first number on the number line. And next we want to add 23. So we need to break 23 into 10s and 1s. So the 2 is in the 10s place, and we know that 2 10s is the same thing as 20. And we have a 3 in the 1s place, which is just 3. So we know that 23 is just 20 plus 3. So if we're adding the 10s first, we're going to be adding 20 first. So I'm going to plug that number in.
Double wow! What is 44 plus 20?
Okay, so 44 plus 20. You should be able to do this in your head. Add those 10s place and the 1s place, but if not, we can break it down by 10s and make it a little bit easier. So we can do a first hop of 10, which will give us 54. We're just adding 10 to that 44. And we can do another jump of 10, and that will bring us to 64. If you follow my pen, we hop 10, 20 all together, and we got from 44 to 64. So we're going to plug that number in.
Yoop, yoop. You already added the 10s in 23. Show how to add the 1. Enter the number you are jumping.
Okay, so we added the 10s. I'm going to put a big check mark on that, and I'm going to switch colors here for the 1s. Now, if we look in the 1s place, we know we have 3. So if we're adding the 1s, we need to hop over 3 more. So let's plug that number in.
Yes! What is 64 plus 3?
64 plus 3. You should be able to do this in your head by counting up, or you can hop 3 along the line. So 64, 65, 66, 67. We hopped 1, 2, 3 all together, and we got an answer of 67.
Good going. What is 44 plus 23?
So we hopped our 20 first, and then our 3. So all together, we added 23, and we got an answer of 67.
Awesome! 44 plus 23 equals 67.
Awesome job.
What is 72 plus 15?
Okay, 72 plus 15. I'm going to switch my color here. Here we go. Okay, 72 plus 15. So we know the first thing we need to do is start with 72 on the number line, and the number that we're adding is 15. So let's break 15 down into 10s and 1s. A 1 in the 10s place is the same as 10, and a 5 in the 1s place is the same as 5. So we have to add 10 and 5 to add a total of 15. So we're going to start with our 10s place. If we make a jump of 10, where will that put us? So 72, and we're adding 10 to that. That will bring us to 82. We can put a check on the 10s because we already did that. Now we need to add the 1s. So I'm going to switch colors again here. In the 1s place, we have a 5. So we need to add 5 more. So let's do a hop of 5. 82 plus 5 You should be able to do this in your head. Look at that ones place. 5 plus 2 is 7. And leave the 8. So 87 should be our answer. Let's see if we're right.
Indeed, 72 plus 15 equals 87.
Great job.
What is 63 plus 32?
Okay, 63 plus 32. So we start with our number right here, 63, right on the line. And we want to add 32. Remember, we need to break it down into tens and ones. So a 3 in the tens place is the same as what? 30. So we have 30 plus, and then we have a 2 in the ones place, which we know is the same as 2. So we know that 32 is the same as 30 plus 2. So the first thing we need to do is add our tens. So we're going to do a giant hop of 30. 63 plus 30 equals what? Remember, you can do 3 little hops of 10 if you need to make it a little bit easier. So go ahead and do that big jump if you know how. If not, we'll do 3 jumps of 10. So all together, it's 10, 20, 30. And where do we end up? So 63, 73, 83, 93. That would bring us to 93. And we are done adding our tens. We added that 30, so we'll give it a check mark. I'm going to switch my color here. And we have a 2 in the ones place. So we need to hop a little tiny 2. And where does that bring us? 93 plus 2. You can count up in your head. 93, 94, 95. So our total answer is 95. Let's see if we're right.
Awesome!
We did it.
63 plus 32 equals 95.
We got a star. Good job.
You're on the right track, Yoop. I wonder what a little practice would do. Now get ready to practice going to the next 10 to add on a number line. Let's find 45 plus 47. We'll start at 45 and go to the next 10. What is the next 10 after 45?
Okay, so we are starting with 45 right on the number line. We always put that first number on the number line. And we want to find the next 10. So if we're counting by tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, we know that 45 is between 40 and 50, right? Our next 10 would be 50 because 45 falls right in the middle. So we're going to plug in 50 as our answer.
Indeed. How far is the jump from 45 to 50?
Okay, we want to know how far our jump from 45 to 50 is. So you can count up or you can hop along the number line. So 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50. We hopped 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. So our answer is 5. It takes 5 hops to get from 45 to 50.
I am impressed.
Good job.
Now let's add the tens in 47. What
Okay,
is 50 plus 40?
so now we're looking at our number 47. And if we look in the tens place, a 4 in the tens place is the same as 40. And a 7 in the ones place is the same as 7. So we know that 47 is the same thing as 40 plus 7. So we're going to start with the tens. We're adding our tens first. Now, 50 plus 40 equals what? If you think about 5 plus 4, you should be able to do it in your head. Add 5 and 4 and keep that 0 on the end. 50 plus 40 equals 90, right? 5 plus 4 is 9, and stick that 0 on the end. Or, to make it a little easier, you can do 4 jumps of 10. So 10, 20, 30, 40. If you hop along, 50 plus 10 is 60, plus 10 is 70, plus 10 is 80, plus our last 10 is 90. You can do whichever way works for you.
Nailed it!
Good job.
You already added 5 ones from 47. Now let's add the rest of the ones.
Okay,
What is 90 plus 2?
Okay, so we're adding the rest of the ones. We can put a check on the tens. We did that already. We have a 7 in the ones place, but if you remember, we already took 5 of those and used them up here to get to the next 10. So we had 7. We already used 5 of them. That means we have 2 left. So all we need to do is add 2 at the end. So 90 plus 2, this one's very easy, equals 92.
Nice move. What is 45 plus 47?
So 45 plus 47, we started at 45, added our 5 to get to a nice benchmark number, which is 50. Then we added the tens and the rest of the ones. So all together, we added 47 and we got an answer of 92.
Good thinking. 45 plus 47 equals 92.
What is 58 plus 26? You can use the partially completed number line to help you find the sum.
Okay, we are finding the sum. So as you can see, we started with this 58 on the number line, and they broke this number down for us. So if we were getting to the next 10, we would have to add 2. If we start at 58 and hop 2, we would end up where? You can count up in your head. 58, 59, 60. We would be at 60 right here. Then if we do a big hop of 20, where would we end up? 60 plus 20 equals what? You can add these tens in your head. 6 plus 2 is 8. Stick the 0 on there. Or you could do 2 hops of 10, if that works better for you. 60 plus 10 is 70, plus another 10 is 80. And then we add the rest of the ones, which is this 4. So 80 plus 4 equals 84. And that should be our answer. Let's see if we're right.
Yup, yup. 58 plus 26 equals 84.
Good job, we did it.
Choose the number that is equal to 49 plus 46. You
Okay.
can use the partially completed number line to help you find the answer.
All right, so same thing, we are getting to the next 10. So if we add 1 to 49, starting with this number right here, right? If we add 1 to that, we'll reach the next 10, and the next 10 would be 50. Now we need to add the tens from 46. That was the 40 right here. So 50 plus 40 equals what? Well, if you add those tens, 5 plus 4 is 9, and stick that 0 at the end. Or you could hop across by tens 4 times, right? Whichever works for you. That would be 10, 20, 30, 40, and you would get 90. Now we want to add the rest of the ones because we have 41 right here. That means we have 5 left to go until we reach 46. And 90 plus 5 equals 95. So our answer should be 95.
Indeed, 49 plus 46 equals 95.
Good job, we did it. And that's our second
I've
star.
been practicing. Look what I can do now.
One more to go.
Now get ready for more practice going to the next 10 to add on a number line. Let's find 38 plus 25. We'll start at 38 and go to the next 10.
Okay, so,
What is the next 10 after 38?
all right, so we start with this number on the number line as always. And if we're counting by tens, which two tens does 38 fall between? It would fall between 30 and 40. So our next 10 would be 40. Let's plug that answer in.
Yes! How far is the jump from 38 to 40?
So to get from 38 to 40, how many times do we need to hop by 1? 38, 39, 40. That answer would be 2. 2 hops.
Zowie! Now let's add the tens in 25.
Okay, now
What is 40 plus 20?
Now we are looking over at this number, 25. So a 2 in the tens place is the same thing as 20, and a 5 in the ones place is the same thing as 5. So 25 is just 20 plus 5. So if we're going to add our tens first, we are adding 20 to 40. Let's try to do this big jump in our head. 4 plus 2 equals 6. We added the tens and then stick that 0 on there. We have a 0 in the ones place. So 40 plus 20 equals 60. You could have hopped across by tens too, but let's practice doing these bigger jumps.
Double wow! You already added 2 ones from 25. Now let's add the rest of the ones. What is 60 plus 3?
Okay, so we did our tens, check. We have a 5 in the ones place, but look, we already added 2 of those ones over here to get to our next 10. So we had 5, we already added 1, 2 of them, so we have 3 left to add. So 60 plus 3, I know you all know this one, equals 63. So we'll plug that answer in.
Fantastic! What is 38 plus 25?
So we added 20 plus 2 plus 3 to get 25 altogether. And we got from 38 all the way to 63. So our answer is 63.
Good going! 38 plus 25 equals 63.
Good job.
What is 48 plus 39? You can use the partially completed number line to help you find the sum.
Okay, here we go. So we started with 48 on the number line. We always put that first number on the number line. And we're hopping 2 over to get to the next 10. So 48 plus 2, you can count up in your head. 48, 49, 50. Our next 10 would be 50. Now we added the 30 from the tens place in 39. So 50 plus 30, try to make that big jump. 3 plus 5 equals 8. We added those tens place and stick a 0 at the end. 50 plus 30 equals 80, or you could hop across by 10 3 times to make 30. It's the same thing, whatever works for you. Now we have a 7 over here. So if we take a look, I'm going to change my color for this. So we'll do blue. If you take a look, we have a 9 in the ones place, right? So we have our 9. But if you look over here, we used 2 of those already to get to the nearest 10, right? So 9 minus 2 is 7. We have 7 ones left that we haven't used yet. So 80 plus 7 equals 87. And that's our final answer. We started at 48, then we added 2 plus 30 plus 7 for a total of 39. And remember, we break it up to make these numbers easier to work with. So our answer is 87.
Nailed it.
You did it.
48 plus 39 equals 87.
Good job.
Choose the number that is equal to 66 plus 27. You can use the partially completed number line to help you find the answer.
Okay, so 66 is the number we're putting right on our number line because it's the first number in our problem. We want to jump over to the nearest 10. So if we hop 4 over from 66, we will reach the nearest 10, which is 70. And to find that, you can just count up 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, right? So we're at our nearest 10. Now we need to take a look at our 27. So change my color. 27 has a 2 in the tens place, which is the same thing as 20, and a 7 in the ones place. So we know that 27 is the same thing as 20 plus 7. So we're starting with the tens. We're adding this 20 first. So 70 plus 20 equals what? Think about those tens. 7 plus 2 equals 9, and then stick that 0 on the end for the ones place. Or you could hop over 10 2 times, because that would give you a total of hopping 10, 20. Okay, so we went from 70, added 20, and got 90. Change my color again. Now we have this 3. So if we look in our ones place, we had a 7. We already used 4 of those ones over here. So we're going to take those away, and we have 3 left, right? We had 7. We used 4 of them to get to the nearest 10, and now we have 3 left. So that's why we're using those 3 at the end over here. So 90 plus 3, very easy, equals 93. And that's our final answer. Oops. So 93 is our answer.
Woohoo! 66 plus 27 equals 93.
Good job. We got our 3rd star.
Way to take on that challenge. Yoop, yoop, you did it. You finished the practice round.
Okay.
Hold that thought, Florrie.
I'm going to stop this here. You guys did an awesome job. Hopefully practicing with me got you ready for your quiz. And do your best job. Remember the strategies that we used. And I will talk to you in the next video. Good job.